Hello, viewers around the globe. This is Dr. Afshan Hashmi, best selling author of two books The Modern Mughal Mentality New Strategies to Succeed in India and the Global Marketplace. And the second book, which is a mystery and science fiction book, and it is called The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection. These two books were bestsellers on Amazon, and if you haven't bought these two books, please go and buy these two books. And also, I have recently made my Patreon page. So if you want to be my Patreon, please go to www.afshanhashmi, www.patreon.com/afshanhashmi, and I would love you to become my Patreon because I really want some sponsorship. And having said that, today I am going to review a very fascinating book, and it is called The United States of Trump, How the President Really Sees America. And it is by Bill O'Reilly, author of 15 number one bestsellers. And first, I will read a little bit about the book, about the author, and then, friends, I will give my analysis. The United States of Trump, How the President Really Sees America. And this is my book club meeting of Dr. Afshan Hashmi Glam and Glitzy Club. And if you want to have your say in choosing the books, then please go to my Patreon page, and there you will see that how you can become a member of this club and be part of the book choosing process. And I charge dollars 100 for giving video testimonial. But if the book is very fascinating as this one which I'm going to review, then it is free. So let me read about Bill O'Reilly. Bill O'Reilly is a trailblazing TV journalist who has experienced unprecedented success on cable news and in writing 15 national number one best-selling non-fiction books. There are currently more than 17 million books in the Killing series in print. He currently hosts the No Spin News on BillO'Reilly.com. He lives on Long Island. A rare insider's look at the life of Donald Trump from Bill O'Reilly, the best selling author of the Killing series, based on exclusive interview material and deep research. And this is about the book now. Readers are, and I got this from Amazon. Readers around the world have been enthralled by journalist and New York Times best-selling author Bill O'Reilly's Killing series, riveting works of non-fiction that explore the most famous events in history. Now O'Reilly turns his razor sharp observations to his most compelling subject thus far, President Donald J. Trump. In this thrilling narrative, O'Reilly blends primary, never before released interview material with a history that recounts Trump's childhood and family and the factors from his life and career that forged the worldview that the President of the United States has taken to the White House. Not a partisan pro Trump or anti Trump book, this is an up to the minute intimate view of the man and his sphere of influence, of how Donald Trump's view of America was formed and how it has changed since becoming the most powerful person in the world. From the writer who has known the president for 30 years, this is an unprecedented, gripping account of the life of a sitting president as he makes history. As the author will tell you, if you want some insight into the most unlikely political phenomena of our lifetimes, you will get it here. And some of the reviews about the book which I liked are this one. I really enjoyed this book and found it hard to put down. I learned many things I didn't know, but most of all, O'Reilly has put it together where you get a bird's eye view or a big picture of what is going on and why it is going on. I think it was well known and doesn't overwhelm the reader with a bunch of unnecessary nonsense. Very well written and to the point. As a United States patriot, it seems to me that Donald Trump is a man who does not give up and gets the job done. I am in alignment with what he thinks are important things to accomplish, and I think he is doing his best to make them happen. Read the book to see what these four things are. Whether you personally like Trump is besides the point, and I can't say that I personally like Trump or even Bill O'Reilly, but they both do a great job, and that ultimately is most important element in these serious matters. This was from one reviewer, and now I will read from another reviewer. This is an excellent book, pre-ordered for my Kindle. It came down overnight. I was up at 5 a.m. and shortly thereafter began reading, with a brief stop for a breakfast read until I had to start work. I could not put this book down. I begins with Donald Trump's birth, parents, siblings, military school, college, then Wharton, proceeds through his marriage to Ivana, the children, Marla and Tiffany. A cute story is the author's double date with Donald and Marla. It's good. The campaign inauguration, then Mueller. While told in story format, it contained facts and not opinion. I learned things I would not have known. His conversations with the president are enlightening. I left work early so I could finish the book. Yes, I read it in one day. It's a great read. So this was two of the reviewers' analysis which I liked on the Amazon page, and I got it from the Amazon page. And now, friends, if you haven't bought this book, please go and buy it on Amazon or wherever books are sold, and I will read some things which I like. And in the forward, I like this book was a bear to write, almost as difficult as Killing Jesus, which required methodical research to separate myth from reality. Same thing here. The Trump myth collided with the Trump reality, and getting to the truth was no easy matter. That's because much of what has been written and said about President Trump is false, is stated through a prism of disdain and on the other side. And this is the forward of the book which I am reading to you, and here it is. And I like this a lot, how he has written the forward. And now this is the part 1 and chapter 1, and I like how it reads like a story. Chapter 1, aboard Air Force One, February 1, 2019, 5:15 p.m. The President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, is not happy. Sitting beside a large wooden desk in his spacious airborne office, he asked that his wife Melania be brought into the room immediately. In less than a minute, she appears immaculately groomed and flashing her bright smile. Can you believe, Bill? The president says to his confused wife while nodding towards me. He's grilling me just like he used to do on television. I need to relax. All day I have been talking. CBS interview meetings, my voice is short. The first lady says nothing, just looks at us, smiling. All of a sudden, she simply vanishes. So, this was from chapter 1. And then there is another very interesting thing, and here saying it is President Trump likes short answers with no nuance. Go longer than 30 seconds and he'll become impatient. He wants the point, not the posture. He is a man used to getting his way, and what he wants is action, even in conversation. When I brought him back to his childhood by asking how his view of America was formulated, he gave me a look that said, "Who cares?" He answered the question, but I know he hated the entire exercise. However, it was important that is, if you want to understand what motivates the president, if you simply want to hate him, you don't care. But if you want some insight into the most unlikely political phenomena in our lifetimes, you'll get it here. After Donald Trump defeated Hillary Clinton, I said that the two most stunning political stories I had ever witnessed were the assassination of President Kennedy and the election of President Trump. I actually predicted on TV a few days before the vote that Trump would win. I came to that conclusion after analyzing Secretary Clinton's failure to connect with working Americans on the campaign trail. Watching her work at Waffle House was brutal. In, Incredibly, the billionaire mogul Trump did connect with the folks, and I know why, which we will also deal with in these pages. But I wanted to explore some history, so I sought to find out when and how he had formulated his view of our country, a view that convinced more than 60 million Americans to vote for him that I did not know. Thus, I verbally tortured the president trying to find out. And this is a beautiful book. And now, friends, I will give my analysis of the book. And my analysis is, at least there is a so this is the book, and I give it 5 stars. And now I will read my analysis. At least there is a book that does a good job of telling the truth about our favorite President Trump. It feels like a soothing story to the ears. I have been reading books on President Trump since childhood. Any book comes on him, I have to buy it. I really like this book. Author has done a wonderful job of writing about President Trump. The author separates facts from fiction, no anonymous sources, just plain truth. I highly recommend this book and give it 5 stars. So, if you haven't bought this book and haven't read this book, go and buy this book and read this book, and you will really like this. And friends, if you want me to keep on doing your video testimonials, then you have to support me on Patreon, and my Patreon page is www patreon.com/Afshan Hashmi, and my website is www.afshanhashmi.com or www.drafshanhashmi.com, and my radio show website is https://www.drafshanhashmisradio.com. And I have a radio show and a TV show, and my radio show has 300 million listeners, and my TV show has 6.2 million listeners, and my TV show comes every last Saturday in Capital Forum for 6 minutes, and it has viewership of 6.2 million viewers. Having said that, friends, please go and buy these two books which I have written, and they were Amazon bestsellers. And if you like it, please give me an honest review. And if you have bought my book, thanks a lot. And then please give me an honest review and go to my website afshanhashmi.com and see what services I offer. I do marketing for authors, I do video testimonials, and I have a book club where authors can send their books. And But I charged in order to keep the workflow going, and I charge $100 per video testimonial. But if the book like this one, if it was so fascinating to me, it is free. And having said that, now, friends, I am signing off from this video testimonial of this book, and see you in another video testimonial. And cheers and bye bye. And don't forget to buy these two books, for and it will be a great help to me. Bye bye.